Hello everyone, welcome back to Coaching with Nadia. Today we are going to dive into a skill that can boost your productivity and efficiency regardless if you are a full-time content creator, part-time content creator, or you have a 9-to-5 job, especially office job where you have to type a lot, you spend a lot of hours in front of the computer. Learning how to type fast, I think, can be a very, very valuable asset. Myself, as I studied IT engineering, on my second year, I think it was, my second year university, I decided to sign up for a course. So I signed up to a school that was had typing programs. Actually, I could have done that online, but I went to the school because that forced me to go to the school. This was during to the academy. This was during my summer break, and it's something that I'm very thankful that I invested time, energy, money into, because it saved me a lot of time later on when I was doing a lot of work, paperwork for my university. There are a lot of people who have studied IT, especially IT, computer engineering. You know, you spend a lot of hours in front of the computer, but there are a lot that still really don't know how to type without. Well, they do know how to type without looking at the keywords, because with time you get practice, but they are not very quick, right? They are not very quick, and there are many others who work in front of the computer, you know, typing for a lot of hours, and they are not very quick at typing, so that reduces their productivity. And to me, the way of having fun, right, while typing, while working, me, I just like to type fast, not for the thought of typing fast, but for creativity. I don't know, when I have ideas and then I'm typing fast, and you know, it's like doing a brain dump, and that I just find that it's fun because you get to match the speed of your brain activity, of your thoughts, you know, all the thoughts that you've been bombarded with the typing. And I don't know, for me it's much fun, you know, just to type just like this, you know, as the speed of your thoughts, they are being populated on your brain, as having to look and do like this. You know, I've been very surprised along my career. You know, I found people who had been working in front of the computer or typing like for the past 30 years, and they still look, you know, and they are still very slow. They type as I was typing when I was 12, 13. And I think it's a pity, right? It's a pity, because if you spend so much, it's a pity. And for me, to be honest, a little bit strange, weird, but that can be solved. You know, whenever I see those type of cases, I think, wow, that's where I was, you know, when I was 12, 13, when I started 10, even 10, when I started using the computer, and I was using it to create the titles of my paperwork, you know. So I really think it's worth it. It's worth it to spend time typing, and it's just that it's practice and the right technique, because it's not just only about typing fast, but it's also about a currency. Let's look into other important factors. You know, why should we invest time really in typing, and why is it important? Well, one of the things, as I say, I mean, if not all, majority of the professions today requires you to be in front of the computer. You know, the ones especially that are office jobs. You know, they're just like this, the majority, and you will spend a lot of your time in front of the computer. And if it's not a lot of your time, it's a little bit of your time, and I think it's always very handy to know how to type. Me personally, because I've learned how to type, I think I was like 21 or so, to type without looking, and so I could get more and more experience throughout the years. And whenever people see me typing, they're like, "Oh, Nadia, you type so fast." And some people, they're even surprised, like, "Oh, you don't even look, you know, into the keywords, you know." And I think, like, yeah, it's because I did a training, you know, did a course to learn. So everything is you can learn it, you know, you can learn it, and it's important to take a program to learn it properly, so that you learn the right typing technique. Having a good technique, it's crucial for typing fast. You know, how you position your hands and everything. And so when you type, it's important to make sure that you're using all your fingers, not just a few, you know, especially the index one. Keep your fingers on the home row key, the ASDF for the left hand, and then the JKL. Normally, the F and the J, they have a line on it, It's not a line, I mean something that you can feel. It's like a line, but that you can feel. And then you know that your hands are correctly placed, right? And those are tricks, that you learn when you take a typing course. Before I took the typing course, I didn't know that, and I remember when the teacher told me, I was surprised. I was like, oh wow, that's the trick. And the key is that once you have your hands placed like that, right? You should return to them after each key stroke, So then you can do like this, with your fingers, up and down, and left and right. That's what you learn, when you do a typing course. Before you start improving, it's important to understand where you stand currently when it comes to typing. You can use tools to measure your current typing speed. It is said that a professional typing speed is between 65 and 75 words per minute. If you are advanced, then it's 80, starting from them, 80, 90, 80, 100, and so on, and then the rest. So if you measure yourself, there's I think it's a typingtest.com, but you can just type a text, type anything what is in your brain, and then you can use Word or any other document that will allow you to count, or you just type and you ask Copilot or ChatGPT how many words were those, and then from there you can create your milestone, right? Let's say like now you type in like 40 words per minute, then maybe you want to increase to 65, right? Which is where the professional typing rate starts. So that's very important, okay, to test yourself. Actually, when you do these type of courses to learn how to type, I remember I did it at the time. You type and then they give you a result, right? And also when you type, the teacher sees how you type. Well, I think the program as well tells you, shows you something like that, and then you become a little bit more aware, of the things that of where you stand and the things that you are not doing that you should do if you want to be a professional typer. Another thing, how I learned as well is, as I said, practice makes you progress. I mean, once you have the technique at first, it's a little bit it can be a little bit like annoying at the beginning, in the sense that you've been typing just with 2 fingers, and you have gone fast, you know the speed, and now that you are learning professionally how to position your hands, how to type, you are going to be a little bit slow at the beginnings, and because you need to adapt to that new way of typing. So you just have to be patient, okay? And practicing every day. I think today it's very easy for most of us to type because we spend a lot of time in front of our computers. And like, for instance, if you type on the phone, it's very similar, to be honest. At the beginning, when I started typing on the phone, when I had a smartphone, I was very slow. I was like this, and I will see people, that they will be just like this, and I was like, how they do it, But then I got my smartphone, and then I practice, and then you're very quick. So it's all about practice, and speed is important, but so is accuracy, right? Because at the beginning, when you start typing, especially trying to be professional, you want to type it fast, because that's what professional people do. Especially we see back in the past how secretaries, they will do it, right? So we want to type fast, but then we can make more mistakes, especially as well if we are used already to typing like this fast. So we need to step back a little bit, be a little bit more slow, and focus on accuracy, because if you are fast but you make many mistakes, then you have to go back and fix them. And this brings me to another point, that it's if you want to type fast as well, it's very helpful to learn the shortcuts on the keyboards. Sometimes there are some shortcuts that are different from Windows, to Mac, and so, but whatever, and sometimes even from program to program. I would say just learn shortcuts. There are some shortcuts that are really common to many keyboard, to many operating systems and so on, to many applications, but there are others that change. So I would say just focus on the common ones, and for the ones that change, focus on the programs that you use the most. So if you use Word a lot because you type a lot, then it will be very wise to learn the keywords, right? The shortcuts. I've learned a lot of shortcuts. Whenever I will use a new app, I will work in a company and I will have to use a specific app. I will learn what are the shortcuts, because the shortcuts will save me a lot of time, because I will always have to, there are some activity I will have to repeatedly do them, so the shortcuts will help me. Another way of learning how to type fast, regardless if you are an adult or a kid, especially, games, playing games. There are games that are made for helping you to type faster, practicing in a more enjoyable, a more competitive way. And monitor your progress. I would say, if you say like, I would like to be able to type 100 words per minute, and you start by 50, for instance, then track your progress, and then once you get to 100 words, then you're like, okay, I don't need to so consciously practice on reaching this target goal, because I have and getting better and getting advanced. Like, okay, 100 words or 60 or 80 or whatever is enough for me. And then as you continue typing, since you have the professional background, because you've been learning, and so you will just get better, by practicing. It's very important when you type, the posture is very important. So sitting like this, things like that, your hands not having them flexible, your eyes as well, not clearly looking into the screen, all those things affect, so ergonomics and posture are very important. I know that there are companies that they have professionals that they go to your desk and they help you to set up the mouse, or they have programs that help you to set up the mouse properly, and your chair, so that you can be more productive when working. So good posture, ergonomics can significantly impact your typing speed and comfort. Ensure your keyboard, as we say, it's a comfortable height, and keep your wrist straight for typing. So nothing like this is not comfortable. It's not very good. Really, like with your hand like this, and yeah, you will just enjoy typing. I don't think when I type, for me it's just I can be looking at someone. Sometimes I'm thinking, I think about ideas, and then I start typing like this. I'm looking because it's I just find it cool. Improving your typing speeds. Your typing speed take time. For me, I think it took me maybe like 3 months after I did that course. I think it took me after 2 months to really get comfortable at using that new way of typing and being quicker. And this is because I was spending a lot of hours in front of the computer doing paperwork, and so maybe it took me less. But yeah, I would say you will need like around 3 months, to get fully comfortable with the new way of typing professionally and being fast. And I will say this, the investment is worthy. Okay, the benefits that you will get, I think, are really very, very, very valuable. If you apply these tips that I shared with you, I think you will become a fast typist in no time. I hope you like this video. I don't promote any specific software company or program to learn how to type, because the one I use at the time, I don't recall now the name. And if you are watching this video, it's because you are already online, so you can find a lot of programs, right, that you can use. So I don't like to mention any program or to give you any reference to any program that I have not specifically used. Just ask for references. Even if you are looking for one of those programs, ask for references from people, or just read references online, but different programs that you can use to type. And enjoy. Happy typing. Bye.